I needed to sort of get used to being independent, learn how to study on my own without my mom sort of pushing me all the time, going for my squash coaching classes, etc., without anyone pushing me. So that was the major thing, learning to be very independent. While the homework assignments, I'd say, were relatively easy, I didn't have too much pressure throughout the year. The end of year exams was something I really needed to work for. And considering it was a completely different curriculum to the one I was used to in Vasant Valley, my school in India, it was very difficult for me to adjust initially, but I think I got used to it. As far as classmates and my peers are concerned, I think they were nothing but welcoming to me as someone who was a new kid. Obviously, there was obviously a little bit of a distinction between me and them, but they tried their best to, sort of make me feel welcome. And I made a lot of friendship. I made a lot of friendships, especially in my boarding house. And those are the friendships I'm sure I'm going to keep for the rest of my life. So overall, I'd say it was a very fruitful experience, and I'm very glad I went there. That's a fantastic point. I think it was a great transition point. I'd say compared to a lot of my peers in university, I was able to adjust much more easily than they have. And that's primarily because I went to boarding school. Um, I think being able to move on very early, transition from India to the UK and then finally to the US was so much easier than if I had to move from India to the US directly. Um, so the opportunity to make new friends in the UK, I was able to translate that in making friends in the US. The opportunity of living on my own was something I already had, and I was able to translate that to the US. Being in boarding school built so much confidence because I thought if I was able to adjust in such a condition, then surely I can adjust in university. So overall, it was a great transition point. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'd say definitely. If you know you have the privilege to go abroad and you have the chance to do it, I would definitely tell people to go ahead and do it. That's something I would definitely encourage. It first of all pushes you to be out of your comfort zone, which not just for success but also for your own happiness, I think is very important. um, I also think it sort of gives you a taste of what the world is like. It exposes you to new cultures, new people, and you just learn to live on your own and do things on your own. Makes you more independent than you would have been if you stayed with your family. I would say at Duno Kid, every new language you learn is a new adventure in the journey to explore the world.